You always wanted to travel internationally, but time or the cost of it always stoked you. Well, that is not the case anymore. In this video, we are going to visit through the best budget travel destination that are going to cost you as low as $30 a day, and 1 to 2 weeks of stay is just going to be enough for you to enjoy the most out of it. Let's start our trip with Laos. Let's find out what it actually has to offer before moving on how to budget it. So after landing into Laos, here's how you start. First up, let's talk tubing in Vang Vieng. Despite the rumors, the river party is still alive and kicking. Imagine lazily floating downstream, making pit stops to dance and mingle with other travelers. Just remember, moderation is key, so sip your drinks responsibly and enjoy the ride. Next, the serene 4,000 Islands is the place for us. Assemble together a gang of your classmates and glide on the paddle down the Mekong River in a beautiful, relaxing mode. Here you get the chance to enjoy all nature of Laos in your style. It is not enough to simply mingle with the locals and visit the little shops. Try something more daring, such as kayaking, to explore this delightful little section of paradise. Ooh, as much as a cliché it sounds, no Laos trip is finished without a visit to the Quang Sai waterfalls. Santiago, the anthrophobic nature of solitude. Don't hesitate to get off the stereotypical path to visit secret ponds where you can swim in cool blue waters. And don't forget about the amazing mush tofu under the heavily decorated trees there. The embodiment of this, and in attempting to attain that adrenaline rush, is nothing but the given experience. Scramble over the trees on some of the highest zip lines in the world, connecting to stunning treehouses. Dedicate your time to the night flying, large forest walks and living, breathing with our residents gibbons. I will tell you that you will have an experience of lifetime. You should have been there. Do you need to leave the noisy and busy city sometimes? The next stop is Nong Kia, a quiet little village that gives peace and serenity. Imagine yourself having your free time relaxing by the riverside in a small bungalow, meandering through the beautiful and peaceful countryside, or taking part in the country way of life with the local people's homes. Finally, without having a Lao massage, which I cannot bear of course, Tiger Balm, 1, 2, or even 3. This trip is no good at all. For me, it's just the right manner to soothe you after all the day's activities. Now just move to the real part. Is it really budget-friendly? Well, it is. Let's first talk about accommodations. Dorms or shared rooms are the best choice for savings-kin adventurer to stretch his budget, mobilizing from $3 to $6 per night. While large cities are more innovative and budget-friendly, they consume more pocket money. The lesser ones provide cheaper solutions for your budget. Travel costs will ebb and flow with the seasons. In low season, you might be in Nong Kia riverfront and price only $3. Therefore, being adventurous should be in your mind together with accepting power cuts, a universal issue in Laos. Connecting to the internet can be very crucial, so you may want to consider getting local SIM card with some internet data. Going on a level up with only the limited to the budget, go ahead and enjoy some bit of nicety while still keeping in stride with the costs. Inner Laos additionally has many hostels, which offer low-cost hotels with simple private rooms. A standard fan room will likely cost anywhere between $5 and $8, while an AC private bedroom can increase the cost to $8–15. On the other hand, Airbnb is doing increasingly well in major cities and is currently a cheaper option than hotels of private rooms, the cost of which is approximately $8. Such types of restaurants and cafes are at their best in the major cities, where mid-range restaurants and cafes serving up a variety of cuisines is plentiful, ranging from Western to Indian and even French dishes. Your $5.10 will most likely work for the meal. In addition to that, Laos may seem not so fancy for its nightlife scene, but most of the restaurants serve alcohol. A bottle of the local beer can be from $1 to $3. It doesn't matter what the time of day is, because online shopping doesn't stop when we start to think about needles. The price of food in Laos is a few times higher than in the neighboring countries. However, this still gives the possibility to find a relatively cheap yet delicious street food during my trip. I will spend $1 on street food that I personally consider good to taste. Can you name any other place where you can eat a chicken skewer or delicious pork slab, which will make you feel full? Craft authenticity with local people who find a cozy spot to eat the popular baguette fresh prepared from the skillet every day. You can plan about spending $30 in day in Laos. Next up, we have Vietnam. A trip to northern Vietnam will take you to landscapes which are a strong mix of cultural immersion and stunning natural beauty. Hitch a ride on an overnight bus to Sapa and immerse yourself in the midst of the tribesmen, inhabitants of the nearby hills. Take one of the trekking tours that willingly reach you at the bus station and welcome you, the newcomer, by the tribesmen wearing the brightest attires. Otherwise, agree with the hostel in Hanoi on the details in advance. Discovering the wonders of street forgetfulness begins by immersing yourself in the historical area. Imagine you live a hill tribe in a one-story house, enjoying a supper while admiring the stunning terraces. Keep this in mind when packing clothes. Make sure to include warm ones as temperature changes are going to be in the picture, obviously at night. Then turn your ship towards the amazing highlights of Ha Long Bay, an outstanding site in the World Catalog of UNESCO's heritages. Since there are various kinds of tours that people can go for, pick one that aligns well with your choices and budget. From a perky party yacht to luxury cruises and dinner cooking displays on a leisurely slow boat, you're sure to come home with memorable episodes. Nature will steal your heart as you step onto this stunning archipelago. There is going to be everything you have been dreaming about: swimming, hiking, eating, and leisure at the beach. Phong Nha in central Vietnam should be on your to-do list. Embark on non-touristy paths and experience the natural wonders. Bike rent and go for a tour on the lake. Revel in aquatic fun and explore the beauties such as Vase Dark Cave, which is accessible by kayak or swim. Wander around the Paradise Cave and lose yourself by discovering its hidden masterpieces on stalactites and stalagmites that it took hundreds of years to form. Embrace the freedom of getting lost, being mindful that the beauty of accidentally getting onto a scenic road, getting the chance to discover landscapes for yourself, and even nice people, is something that often comes in an unplanned way. In Hoi An, make the most out of handcraft from colorful fabrics and impeccably sewn outfits at surprisingly low prices and still with high quality. Walk around in the quaint bylanes of this UNESCO heritage site, which boast of scenic beauty and seafaring atmospheres. Be ready to get lost in the breathtaking Elephant Falls in Dalat. There you can touch the slippery rocks, witness the enchanting waterfall from the closer point. Who knows, you even might see the rainbow. Hire a bike and outwit sandy roads on the way of getting to the falls, or choose the help of easy riders or a taximeter to reach the location through a smaller distance. Venturing to Yac Don, largest national park of Vietnam, can be a fantastic diversify into nature. Stretch out by the river, start a swim, lounge in hammocks, entertain yourself with fishing, and get some time for talking with other fellows. Here, in close proximity to the deciduous forest, you will experience nature even more closely, for you are the true participant in the southern part of Vietnam. Now let's move to the budgeting part of it, how you should be budgeting for this trip to Vietnam. It is going to cost you similar to what Laos will. Instead of $30 it will cost you about $35 per day. Let's break it down for clarity. Hostels offer dormitory beds for $5 to $10, often with amenities like Wi-Fi and complimentary breakfast. Some even throw in free beer during certain hours. As for mid-budget options, consider budget hotels for around $10 or Airbnb stays in major cities for $20 to $30 per night, offering personalized experiences hosted by friendly locals. Getting around Vietnam is a breeze. Moto taxis via Uber and Grab are cheap and efficient, while local buses cost just $0.20 for a single trip. Stick to trusted taxi companies like Vinasun and Malin, and insist on using the meter. Intercity travel is equally budget-friendly, with overnight buses and trains costing $5 to $20, saving you on accommodation costs. Indulge in Vietnam's culinary delights without breaking the bank. Street food stalls offer delicious meals for $1 to $3, while cafes and bakeries serve up coffee and pastries for $3 to $5. For a sit-down meal, expect to pay $3 to $8 at local restaurants, with beer priced at less than $0.50 in some places. That's it for today's video, but do you want to know more budget but wow travel destination? Make sure to subscribe to the channel and receive regular updates what's in and out in the world of traveling around the world.